Healthy working animal can increase the farmer's income by 500%.
The animals are the first step out of abject poverty. And if we can encourage the owners to keep them or teach the owners how to use them to their optimum, then little by little everything will improve. They'll be able to cultivate more crops, bigger areas, and the animals will remain healthy.
The Deputy Director, Department of Animal Health and Production Services, Dr. Keba Dafe, in his contribution, hailed their partnership with the Gambia Horse and Donkey Trust. According to Mr. Dafe, the charity over the years has not only been helping in the proper management of horses and donkeys, but also assist in the provision of vaccines for the prevention and control of diseases. He therefore urged the charity to keep up the good work. For his part, the Alcalde of Nyambai Ward, Karamo Jaite, urged participants to live up to expectations and to share their experiences with their colleagues back home. A world-renowned expert on animal harnessing, Professor Ramsey Hovell from UK, was the chief resource person.
Chances of injuring the animal are less, the chances of the animal losing value because it's overworked are less, and the income of the family, if you consider all these things, goes up.
For Grts News, I am Bakari Fateh.
The management of Gambia Ferry Services wishes to bring to the attention of the public, particularly its esteemed customers using the Banjul-Barra crossing points, that Ferry Kanilai will be out of service for 2 days from Monday, 11 February 2013. This move, according to a release from the Gambia Ferry Service Management, is due to a breakdown. The marine engineers, the release states, are working extensively to address the problem to restore the ferry to service. The Gambia Ferry Services Management, the media release arts, apologizes for any inconvenience caused to the traveling public as the maintenance is geared towards the safe and reliable ferry services for their valuable customers. Another book authored by a Gambian writer will add value to the country's vision in literary field. The book, entitled President Jammeh's Moving Legacy, catalogues a wide range of developments ushered in by President Jammeh since 1994. Our Ibrahim Majata reports.
Having authored a couple of books some few years ago, Musa Ijalo has added another feather on his cap, propelling his writing adventure. A growing star in the Gambia's evolving writing arena, this latest book, entitled President Jammeh's Moving Legacy, is a well-detailed documentation of the president's ongoing developments, shaping lives and livelihoods across the country. The occasion was graced by many dignitaries, including National Assembly members, intellectuals, and academics alike. Cherno Jallow spoke at length about the details of the book he illustrated as a credible chronicle of the Gambia's significant achievements under President Jammeh, in a very academic and exclusive, user-friendly format.
This fine piece of literacy, par excellence, entitled President Jammeh's Moving Legacy. This book, mainly about the numerous successful development projects of His Excellency, will form a hallmark in the development of writing and will find its way to libraries for posterity.
Summing up some of the highlights of this interesting book about the Gambia's developmental achievements under President Jammeh over the past years, the book reviewer commended the author for the tedious effort he expended to get the piece written, whilst noting the essence of documents and books recording developments defining the country.
The book, in a sense, deals with key sectors of the Gambian economy, and these areas ranges from education, health, agriculture, infrastructural development, energy, and the rest of them. In terms of education, it is quite obvious that the government has done a lot. There are major hospitals in some of the regions. The case of Farafenye Hospital, we have the Suleiman Junkum Hospital in Buyam, and we have the new Serekunda Hospital. So the author has done an immense work in documenting some of these things.
The author Musa Ijalo is both a writer and professional carpenter. Jallow underlined some of the issues in his publication, which he described as suitable for both university and secondary education.
Since I could not find the ink for total coverage, nonetheless, it gives enough to capture the great contrast between natural urge for development and mere occupancy of power. Now, on the other blessed hand, a book of this nature is never complete It can only be seen as periodically ended up until the necessity for a subsequent edition. And given the rocket-paced development being experienced by the country, it can't be long before such a venture hits the road with space for new material.
This is another young author joining an ever-burgeoning spectrum of writers. The evolution of Gambian literature is definitely taking a significant turn, bringing more youths into the writing profession. Ibrahim Jata, Grts.
Well, we're going to take a very short break now. The news continues in just a moment.
You can visit us at our state-of-the-art banking hall headquarters at number 50 Keraba Avenue or call 4399-144 or 437-8489. We have various branches and implants within the Greater Banjul area and throughout the length and breadth of the country. The branches are Tabokoto, London Corner, Cow Junction, Pakote, Brikama Nyambai, Brikama Haulakunda, Bansang, Soma, Farafene, Bara, Basse Highway, Basse Santusu, and Fatoto. All in all, we have 41 branches just for your financial convenience. At FIG, we have 7 mediums through which you can send and receive money worldwide. MoneyGram, Money Express, Connection Express, Lee Direct, Western Union, RIA, and Wari. Don't just send and receive. FIG it.
Grts News, Malian soldiers might have one eye fixed on the fight against insurgents in the north of the country, but those efforts were dealt a blow when regular Malian soldiers attacked a camp housing the elite Red Beret soldiers. Fierce fighting broke out between the groups, which left 2 children dead and 13 others injured. The Red Beret in the Jukaroni camp refused to join the fight against militants, drawing criticism from Malians, including interim President John Kunda Traore. We have details in this report.
A European crew of advisors arrived in Bamako on Friday, composed of 70 French, Finnish, British, and even Romanian soldiers. Their mission is to train the Malian army. There are several features of our mission. First, we are advising the Malians in precise areas of expertise, and we are training the Malian army to put together 2 battalions ready to engage in combat. But interrupting the arrival of the Europeans were clashes among Malian soldiers. Security forces attacked the Gikoroni camp in Bamako. The results were serious: 2 children killed and 13 people injured. The Red Berets were the target of the attack. They were shooting at everyone. Some of them took out their guns and started shooting at everyone. Some Red Beret members are refusing to fight today, bringing strong criticism from local residents. The president of Mali was of the same angry opinion. He condemned the shooting. After seeing such a show of shooting among Malians, how do you think your brother soldiers feel after coming to risk their lives here to save our country? Some 200 training staff members will have arrived in Mali within the next week to work with 4 Malian Army battalions over a 15-month period.
The number of students from sub-Saharan countries enrolling in various universities in Morocco is increasing significantly. The number of students studying in the North African country has now reached 7,000, with many of them enrolled in engineering, medicine, and business fields. We have details of that story in this report.
More and more English and French-speaking African students are choosing to come study in Morocco. Jesse is from Liberia, and he has studied in Rabat for 5 years thanks to a Moroccan cooperation grant. This grant was easier to get than one for the United States. Jesse is a native English speaker but was able to learn French in 6 months at the university.
I'm happy about the education I'm getting in Morocco. I had already studied with a Moroccan institution, but from outside the country. And the degree in international commerce is an education that is sought after in my country.
Economics, medicine, pharmacy, business, and engineering are the most popular degrees here. 7,000 students from sub-Saharan Africa enroll in Moroccan public universities every year. And just as many go to private Moroccan schools. The students come from Senegal.